Guys caught. LISWANISO drums up support for President HICHILEMA in Western Province. Positive market performance signals growing investor confidence, says CHISANGA. And in international news, Chinese president urges shared global AI governance. And in sports news, KANSANSHI DYNAMOS appoints DENIS MAKINKA as head coach. With the news in detail, my name is Celestina Tiankenji Mbewe. The Bulletin Royal Establishment, BRE, has expressed its condolences to the bereaved family and the country at large following the demise of Zambia's former Vice President, Guy Scott, who died at the age of 82 on 15th July 2026 in Lusaka. In a telephone interview with Bulozi TV News on behalf of the BRE, Ngambela Manyando described the late Guy Scott as a leader who was dedicated to serving the people with diligence, humility, saying he was bent on supporting the Lozi culture. He said that the late Scott had a program in Western Province that was focused on making sure that livestock is kept well and healthy, reflecting the love he had for the people of Western Province.
The Bulletin Royal Establishment has joined the nation in mourning the death of Zambia's former Vice President, Guy Scott, who passed away on Wednesday, 15th July 2026 in Lusaka at the age of 82. As messages of condolences continue from across the country, the BRE has described the late Dr. Scott as a humble and dedicated leader whose service extended beyond politics to improving the lives of ordinary citizens.
Guy Scott, kuta ni mulonga ikutwele bulutu bobutuna kabalima bulutu bobutuna asinyehero tuna yeo Guy Scott twaliva kafera kulineli Vice President kana kwe mamuso wa Zambia kono kwanu kwa Bulozi umziva kakuba mtu yana lata olusizo sa Bulozi natanga pakuomboka mane lwaziba na tinanga ziba sesindeze zimuswanela lusebelide niena
BRE Ngambela Manyando said the late former Vice President demonstrated genuine commitment to the welfare of the people of Western Province, particularly through programs aimed at promoting healthy livestock farming.
Manefa msala hae niena bana ni project yetuna ya mafisa ye kalezi kwa sheke yandulukile manefa seiri kwa sinanga kanalolo nisioma kimusebezi wakubabalela likomu kulisichaba siveni komrende repilahande tutsinyehero yetuna kuluna kakutimela kwa muna mhulu yo Scott luswabila hulu milula kaleza mabase hae abalelo ya mga bupilo nikombwa mbwa kiena kulibatie hawanze balukisa za kumuvuluka swabile shangwe.
The BRE has since conveyed its heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family and to the nation at large, describing the late Guy Scott's passing as a great loss to Zambia. Mike Moya, for Bulozi TV News in Limolonga District, Western Province.
The United Party for National Development National Youth Chairperson Gilbert LISWANISO has continued his campaign tour of Western Province, urging residents to vote for President HICHILEMA in the forthcoming general election. Speaking in Shangombo District, LISWANISO said the government has implemented transformative policies such as the free education and has enabled thousands of children to return to school and secure a better future. He urged parents to support the party, saying the policy is an investment in the country's next generation. The UPND National Youth Chairperson has so far toured Shangombo, Sioma, Mongo, Limulunga and other districts in Western Province as part of the party's campaigns to engage with voters ahead of the forthcoming general election. United Party for National Development National Youth Chairperson Gilbert LISWANISO has continued his campaign tour of Western Province, urging residents to vote for President HICHILEMA in the forthcoming general election. Speaking in Shangombo district, LISWANISO said the UPND government has implemented transformative policies, including the free education, which has enabled thousands of children to return to school and secure a better future.
Kumwendika muso kwa bana babina yo mumu ukoto bakapata kafa nye na yeme abe MP menyeba akebe mpokola abe muluti abe musoja abe sikamani kona so hataenda kuseza kwani.
The campaign meeting was also attended by UPND Shangombo South Aspiring Member of Parliament Movika, UPND Shangombo North Aspiring Member of Parliament Bulletin, and UPND Shangombo Aspiring Chairperson Nakwiti, who have all appealed to residents for their support in the forthcoming election.
Nikupera voti munyanaka Innocent Mukena sinane nivoleza pesa zilale
voti kukala kubo kansera balona nikuzafateni nikupera voti bo MP balona bo honorable Mubika bona bakwa Shangombo South kuzafateni ape nikupera voti bo MP balona bo Beauty Nosikumola bona bakwa Shangombo North kakuli nakasochea niemela ma constituency kaufera maberi chole kikolo nitakala kweza kuini bakupere nibona bakwa North
nitakumina nili la 13 August bana boni bulezi fa babeli bo president akainde HICHILEMA balufile bona nchichwani basali mwanufera voti wa president Chichwalo la 13 August Zambia
nikupakuli la 13 August muluvotere kukalela maneko president wakainde HICHILEMA
umana wapavuti nina nikupa voti mina sinakumaliza ola uli ola wakainde.
LISWANISO has so far toured Shangombo, Sioma, Mongu, Limulunga and other districts in the province as part of the party's campaign to engage with voters ahead of the election. For Bulozi TV News, Celestina Mbewe, Mongu, Western Province. Kawe-based clergyman has appealed to Zambians to uphold peace before, during and after the forthcoming general election, saying political differences should never lead to violence or division. Reverend Dr. Billy Lubansa, popularly known as Papa Billy or Flaming Fire of Church in Kawe, made the appeal during an interview with Bulozi TV News in Mongo on July 15, 2026. He said elections are not a war, but a democratic process that allows people with different political ideologies to exercise their constitutional right to choose leaders. He urged political players and their supporters to conduct themselves peacefully throughout the electoral process, stressing that peace is a foundation for national development, good governance, and prosperity.
As the nation looks forward to the August 13th polls, Kawe-based clergyman Reverend Dr. Billy Lubansa, popularly known as Papa Billy, is urging Zambians to embrace peace ahead of the elections.
Election is not war. Election is not fighting. To belong to different political parties is not to be enemies. It's just ideologies. So I pray by God power, God will, there will be peace before and after election in Mongo, in Southern Province, in the Western Province, and throughout Zambia. Peace is important. Peace is power to succeed. Peace is prosperity. Peace is health. So I declare and I proclaim by the hand of Yahweh, there will be peace in Mungu, in the whole of the province, and the whole of Zambia before and after the election.
Papa Billy has called on citizens to maintain peace before, during, and after the polls, emphasizing that peace is the foundation for power, health, and prosperity. Bruce Masalela, Bulozi TV News, Mongu, Western Province.
Government has officially launched the National Tobacco Strategic Development Workshop for the 2026-2030, reaffirming its commitment to transforming Zambia into a preferred supplier of high-quality tobacco, while promoting sustainable and socially responsible growth across the industry. Speaking during the official opening of the National Tobacco Strategy Development Workshop in CHISANGA District, Ministry of Agriculture Permanent Secretary John Mulongoti said the strategy marks an important step in shaping the future of one of Zambia's most valuable agricultural value chains. Meanwhile, Tobacco Board of Zambia Chief Operations Officer Tyndale Kasongole said the country's tobacco industry has recorded steady growth in recent years.
As you know, colleagues, tobacco is one of the key priority crops in Zambia. Tobacco is a cash crop and it contributes largely to our people. I am aware that more than 500,000 of our households depend on tobacco for their livelihoods. And when you look at 500,000, that is a huge number. And also when you look at tobacco is key. Like I've said, it's a cash crop. It is also key in terms of job creation for our people. It is key for creating the necessary business linkages, the input suppliers, the processors, and also is one of the leading export earners for our country. So tobacco is key. When there is a challenge in the sector, we feel it. This year, we are experiencing a number of challenges in the sense that the prices have come down, and you can see how our farming communities in the tobacco growing districts and provinces have suffered. So the activity we are working on this week is very important. It is important to have a strategy so that we develop and grow tobacco growing in Zambia.
Growth of the industry in the recent years, in terms of production, we are currently sitting at 72 million kgs that we produced last year, and we envision this year projected to produce about 80 million kgs. This workshop PS is therefore very critical for us as it provides with us an opportunity to review, refine, and also validate the strategy that will help and guide us in the sustainable growth of our industry, as well as be competitive in the sub-region and also globally as well.
I'm sure once the document is done, it will serve as a guiding principle to sector players. So we look forward to the outcomes of this technical working group, and my sincere hope is that once the document is complete, it will form as a basis, to implement various programs within the subsector.
Lusaka-based economist Kelvin Chisanga says the June 2026 Lusaka Security Exchange market performance up update sends a strong and positive signal about the direction of Zambia's capital market. CHISANGA disclosed to Bulozi TV News that there has been a notable increase in market capitalization, stronger trading activities, and growing participation by investors, which points to some levels of improving investor confidence. He says the performance is closely linked to improving Zambia's macroeconomic fundamentals, of which the positive environment has given shape, combined with other aspects such as a stable kwacha and stronger foreign exchange reserves.
Going forward, Zambia should focus on attracting more companies on the stock market to list out, increase market liquidity as well, and ensuring that we strengthen the corporate governance as well as expanding financial literacy systems. A deeper and more resilient capital market will mobilize long-term investment, of course supporting private sector growth, creating employment, and contribute to sustainable economic development. So overall, the June market update is encouraging and is clearly demonstrating that the Zambia's capital market is gradually becoming a stronger pillar of economic model of growth.
World Vision Zambia has welcomed the launch of the National Food and Nutrition Security Policy by the Office of the Vice President, describing it as a major step towards tackling child hunger, malnutrition, and food insecurity. Speaking in an interview, World Vision Zambia Advocacy Associate Director Gerald Caputo said the policy reflects the government's commitment to ensuring access to safe and nutritious food for all citizens while addressing all forms of malnutrition. Caputo said the policy aligns with the organization's Enough campaign launched in 2024 to end child hunger and malnutrition by promoting nutrition, food security, climate resilience, and child well-being.
We welcome the launch of the new National Food and Nutrition Security Policy document. It is a sign of government's commitment towards ending all forms of malnutrition in the country and ensuring that every citizen has access to the required nutritious foods. The policy document responds well to the demands of the Enough campaign, emphasizes the importance of paying attention to matters pertaining to child hunger and malnutrition in the country, ensuring that every household has enough nutritious food. With the launch of this new policy document, it gives the roadmap for the country in terms of how we'll be able to move in addressing all forms of malnutrition. Government should ensure that they strengthen the implementation of this policy and allocate enough resources towards all nutrition programs and emphasize more collaboration between government and all the stakeholders.
We take a break. Stay with us.
In every celebration, there's a simple choice being made. To belong, count me in. In moments of love and promises for tomorrow, count me in. At the checkout line, in the middle of an ordinary day, a reminder that every number matters. Count me in. Across our communities, our streets, the same message finds us. Count me in. From the everyday worker to the hands shaping our future every day, the call is the same. Count me in. the traditions that bring us together, the message becomes impossible to ignore. Count me in.
This election season, your vote counts. Get your NRSC and voters card ready.
Count me in.
HealthNest Medical Center, nurturing health, empowering lives. At HealthNest Medical Center, we provide high-quality, accessible healthcare for individuals, families, and the wider community in Mungu and beyond. We focus on preventive care, offering blood pressure, diabetes and cholesterol checks, HIV counseling and testing, and community health education programs. Our outpatient and maternal child health services support families with general consultations, antenatal and postnatal care, child growth and monitoring, nutrition counseling, and family planning. Our laboratory services provide routine tests, rapid diagnostics, and selected specialized tests, while our pharmacy ensures timely access to medicines with professional guidance. HealthNest is also here during emergencies, providing 24/7 care, stabilization, first aid, and referral services supported by rapid diagnostics and ready access to medicines. We help with recovery and rehabilitation through physiotherapy for children and adults, including clubfoot, fractures, cerebral palsy, neurological conditions, and soft tissue injuries. Our diagnostic services such as ultrasound and ECG help monitor progress, and ongoing preventive care supports long-term health. At HealthNest Medical Center, we combine quality, compassion, and reliable care to nurture health and empower lives. You can locate us at 53120 Lusaka Road, Kambule, 7488 Mungu. Contact us on +2609729 926521. Our website www.healthnestmd.com. HealthNest Medical Center, nurturing health, empowering lives.
Chikulu, when they said Zambia went into default, did we lose our dignity?
Dignity?
Your sister has found the real question, Chipo. Default did not take our dignity, Chanda. It took away the world's trust. In 2020, the world heard one word from Zambia: default. Default does not feel like a number. It feels like waiting. The school that cannot open its doors. The girl who is ready, and a country that cannot move. So we sent our best to the table. Debt restructuring bought time. It was not a cure. Someone had to do the hard work at home, spend less, and steady the machine that broke us. He took the hardest wheel himself. No one believed it would move. And belief is a thing that spreads. It did not take one strong man. It took all of them pulling the same way. They steadied the machine that broke us, and they are steadying it still. But we had to prove it to the world and earn back the trust we had lost. Trust, once broken, is not given back. It is earned, table after table. He showed them what we owed and what we would do about it. Every figure, every promise, until, one by one, they believed us. That was a good day for this country. When the promise was made good, the trust came back with it. And trust is what turns a plan into something you can build. The plan that waited on paper becomes a school. The girl who was ready could begin. She was not finished. We were not finished.
So dignity came back?
Dignity was here, Chanda. What came back was trust. And trust is work you keep doing every day.
Bulozi TV is the only commercial television station domiciled in Mangu of Western Province, Zambia, providing homegrown broadcasting. We are licensed by the Independent Broadcasting Authority (IBA) and carried by TopStar on DTT Channel 120. We are also on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and WhatsApp channel. Our news is factual, balanced, and delivered on time in 3 languages: English, Simbunda, and Silozi. Our programs range from talk shows, entertainment shows, personality, cultural heritage, political shows, local drama and soaps, children's shows, community live broadcast, and many more. Call the station manager to advertise your business on 0975 210 218 or 0764 907 921, or email us on bulozitv@gmail.com. We are situated in Buyuana compound off Kagrava Road in Mangu. Bulozi TV, the pride of Barotse.
Thank you so very much. We continue with international news. Chinese President Xi Jinping has called for greater international cooperation in the development and governance of artificial intelligence, warning against allowing the rapidly growing technology to be dominated by a single country. Speaking at the opening of the World Artificial Intelligence Conference in Shanghai on Friday, Chinese President said AI development should be a shared global effort, urging countries to work together instead of pursuing multilateral dominance. His remarks come at a time when Chinese AI companies are increasingly competing with leading United States firms, while concerns continue to grow over the misuse of AI in military operations, cybercrime, and terrorist activities. The president also cautioned against expanding the concept of national security in ways that would limit international collaboration, saying countries should promote inclusive AI development for the benefit of all. And finally, in sports news, KANSANSHI DYNAMOS Football Club has appointed DENIS MAKINKA as its new head coach on a 17-month contract following the departure of Muhammad Fai, whose contract expired on the 31st of May 2026. The club says MAKINKA, who has served as assistant coach since November 2025, will officially assume the new role from 1st of August 2026 until 31st December 2027. KANSANSHI DYNAMOS says the appointment reflects its commitment to maintaining technical continuity and building on the progress made ahead of the 2026-2027 MTN Super League.
That's one of big achievements, to be appointed as the head coach for a big team like KANSANSHI, with the very big ambitions, a team which has got a huge following, the community in Solwezi. So it's a very big honor to be appointed as head coach. From the time that I came in, I think we've changed a lot of things. We've improved so much, and we are growing together with the players, and hopefully everyone will stay so that we can continue from where we ended. I feel we've been bonding so well, from the technical staff, the exco, the supporters, the groundsmen, everyone involved. I think we've been gelling very well, and we just want to continue and work even extra hard so that we can achieve something in this coming season and the main season, which will come, the 2027 season. So this transition will use it to even gel more as we come to fight for the main league. The team that I joined, this team, KANSANSHI DYNAMOS, is a team that loves playing.
And that sport item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, here is a recap on the headlines. BRE mourns late former Vice President Guy Scott. LISWANISO drums up support for President HICHILEMA in Western Province. Positive market performance signals growing investor confidence, says CHISANGA. And in international news, Chinese president urges shared global AI governance. And in sports news, KANSANSHI DYNAMOS appoint DENIS MAKINKA as head coach. You can always watch our bulletin on TopStar Channel 120 in Mongo, Limulunga, Nalolo, Lusaka, Chongwe, Chilanga, parts of Senanga, Kalabo, Rufunsa, and the surrounding areas. On Facebook, we are Bulozi TV. My name is Celestina Tianke Jimbewa. Thank you so very much for joining us for the main bulletin. On behalf of the entire production crew, keep watching Bulozi TV, the pride of Barotse. Pleasant viewing.
$907921 or email us at bulozitv@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share and follow our Facebook page, Bulozi TV, the pride of Barotse.
The same old way. Then I looked into your eyes and knew today would be a first for me. The day I fall in love. On the day I fall in love, sky will be
Good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon, lovebirds. Mtozi chwani kaufela. Kachenu, we welcome you to Lilato Garden, the garden of love. We are coming to you live from Bulozi TV, the pride of Barotse. We are broadcasting to you on channel 120, that is TopStar Decoders. We are not only on TopStar, but we are also on Facebook. We are on TikTok, we are on YouTube. Simply search for us. Look for Bulozi TV. Simply type Bulozi TV, you'll find us in this garden. Lilato Garden is a program where we discuss matters pertaining to love, pertaining to parenting, love affairs, marriage, and anything in between that. Today we are going to look at a very important
topic that is how to be attractive. This is one thing most of us forget to consider when we're in a relationship or when we are scouting for someone to love us or someone to love. We forget to be attractive. If I was to ask you a question, are you attractive? What would be your answer? Or probably let's flip it this way. Ask yourself this question. Am I attractive to my spouse? Or am I attractive to my partner? Or am I attractive to people around me? Many people have gotten into marriage, then they neglected this component of attraction. When they neglected this component of attraction, they ceased to be attractive to somebody who married them. They ceased to attract the one they got married to. Eventually, they fell out of grace. They fell out of love, out of negligence, neglecting to be attractive. You know, it is important to be attractive in society. It is important to be attractive to your spouse. It is important to be attractive to people around you. If you are attractive, you will find that you are going to send good vibration. If you are attractive, you will find that you are going to make people come close to you. Maybe let's start with the definition of attraction. What is attraction? What is it to be attractive? Maybe if we get to understand that, it's going to help us understand the lesson at large, so that we can equip ourselves, we can prepare ourselves, so that we can be ready, so that when love comes, when love find us, we are going to be at the station where we will be ready to jump into the train. And that is a train of love. So in the middle of our discussion, we are going to open the line that we are going to, in case you are going to have a question that you would want to ask or you would want to make a contribution, that we are going to make use of 0773 373 8114, 0773 738 114. Of course, I'm Walia the gardener, who always bring to you this program, Lilato Garden. What is attraction? What does it mean when people say you need to be attractive? What exactly does it mean? To be attractive is when you are pulling people towards you. It's when two components are two components of different energy, they are attracting to each other. Maybe for the sake of us understanding, I would love the director to help us with a graphical representation so that people can understand exactly what we are talking about, so that we can follow through. Sometimes it is very difficult for us to be explaining and you are not seeing. That's why I would love that we can have the graphical representation, which we can use as a visual head. Maybe that way we are going to follow through, as the director is going to put that one for us, so that we can follow through the lesson nicely, so that we can not remain behind. We want to understand exactly what attraction is all about. So, attraction would define it this way. Human attraction is the evolutionary and psychological drive that pull people together. It is not purely random. Instead, it serves as a biological selection process designed to identify compatible partners for reproduction, survival, and emotional bonding. So, when you are attracting people to you, you attract them for different reasons. Others, they get attracted for reproduction. Others, they get attracted to you for survival. Others, they get attracted for emotional bonding. So you have to know that you don't attract people randomly. This attraction does not come by natural means or randomly. It's something that we need to develop so that we can be able to attract ourselves to others. If we are not attractive to people, you are going to find that you are not, it will be very difficult for, more especially the opposite gender, to select you or to pick you for a relationship. Now, as we always discuss, this relationship that we talk about, the ultimate goal is to make sure that they graduate into marriage. So now, if you are not attractive, the male will not select you. If you are not attractive as a man, female will not select you, or they will not accept your proposal. So we really need to ensure that we are attractive. So we'll go in length to discuss in depth how we can be attractive, what are the principles of attraction. You know, they're like, let me put it this way. Let me use an illustration that would be easier for us to understand. Energy. You know, energy, for energy to balance, for life to balance, there must be two different energies. There must be a positive energy and there must be a negative energy. Have you ever looked at the power cables from ZESCO? You find that there's one live and there's one neutral, or one is positive, one is negative. So these two cables, they always work together. There must be a positive cable and there must be a negative cable. That's how life is. That's how life balances. Equally, even energy, there must be a positive energy and a negative energy. There must be a masculine energy and a feminine energy. More especially when we come to human beings, that's where we use masculine energy and feminine energy. What is masculine energy? Masculine energy is the energy that is attributed to men. The feminine energy is attributed to women. So each element emits a different energy that is attractive to the other party. So you find that women get to be attracted to men and the men get to be attracted to women because of those two different energy. So you find that in the event that you were to start emitting the energy contrary to what you are supposed to emit, you are going to be repulsive. You will become repulsive. Instead of attracting, you will become repulsive. So female energy, you know, female energy is more like, how best can I describe it? It's more like, it's a healing energy, whilst the male energy is a producing energy. You know, it produces and it protects. Maybe we can use a graphical picture so that we can understand this, so that we can follow through nicely. So I was trying to say, masculine energy protects. This is the energy that comes from men, whilst the female energy comes from women, which heals. So the combination of these two energies, it makes a oneness. It completes the cycle. So you find that men and women, men and women, they need to be together. They need to be balancing, so that this energy is well balanced. We need to make sure that there is a male and female. At the moment, we are going to go for a very short break, then we'll come back shortly.
Just an ordinary day, started out the same old way. Then I looked into your eyes and knew today would be a first for me. The day I fall in love. Just an ordinary day, started out the same old way. Then I looked into your eyes and knew today would be a first for me. The day I fall in love. Just an ordinary day, started out the same old way. Then I looked into your eyes and knew today would be a first for me. The day I fall in love.
Welcome back from a short break. We had some technical issues, that's why the line was glitching. Now I understand the technical person has rectified that one. So we are continuing on how to be attractive. We were saying we need to be attractive in a relationship. Let's not take people for granted. So we were talking about masculine energy. Masculine energy is the energy that men emit, which gives comfort to women to have them protected. They feel protected, they feel safe when the man is emitting that energy. Feminine energy is the energy that heals. That's why when men are broken down, when men are discouraged, when men are mistreated in the street, they rush to women. Because the energy that comes from women is what will heal the man. So these two different energies, they complement each other. You know, like for example, of masculine energy, which is coming from men. Masculine energy is to produce things. Masculine energy is to be thinking. Whilst, now look at the difference. When the masculine energy is producing, women are on the receiving end. A woman is to be receiving. When a man is thinking, the opposite of this masculine energy is the feminine energy is feeling. That's how we are different. So you find that when you are thinking, a lady will like you for your thought pattern, the way you think, the way you process things. She will like you. She knows that if I go to James, James is going to think through and you'll find a solution. Whilst when a man is done with thinking, he wants someone who can feel how he has been thinking and what he has been thinking about. So we complement each other. A man's brain is logical, whilst women are emotional. What's the difference? You know, men, they look at the mathematical way of doing life. What about if I do this? What of like that? What of like this? Well, what if, how do I solve this problem? How do I handle this situation? So they are too logical. While as women is all about the emotions, how they feel about certain situation. So these two different energies, they complement each other, and it makes one to be attracted or attractive to the other. For example, the other example, there are so many examples of action. For example, like fight or flight. Men usually, that's why it's very difficult to find men fighting, because they have that energy. Whilst women, instead of fighting, they tend to befriend. They bring you close. You find that's where you find the healing. That's why you find the comfort. That's why you find that fathers and mothers are different, even in the way they approach children. You find that the father is more masculine, the mother is feminine. When the father is masculine, he is going to be harsh even on the children. He's the one who will be rebuking, even beating the children, whilst the mother is producing the negative aspect of it. So you find that this is what makes people to be attracted or attractive. That is why even men or women don't like men who are short. You know why? Because a man who's short, they consider him to be producing negative energy or feminine energy. That's why women want men who are tall, they want men who are masculine, they want men who have a deep voice. Why? Because that energy which they produce is masculine, and it gives them a feeling of protection. They know that if I go to this one, he's going to protect me, he's going to provide, he's going to comfort me. So, if you were to look at, I use this graphical picture so that we understand what we're talking about, these two energies, and what happens when you start producing an energy which is different from the one you are supposed to produce. Imagine, have you seen this man who's dressed in a black top? How many women would love to have such a husband? I'm sure you would not love to have such a husband. Imagine you're at home, you are waiting for a husband like him to come back from work. Just by looking at him, many women would not love to have such a man. Why? Because he is emitting the energy that is feminine. So, an energy that is feminine is not attractive to women who are already feminine. Even this other lady who's clad in a red top, I'm sure even men would not be comfortable to have such a wife. Yeah, she might have a husband, but majority of men would think twice to marry such a man or such a lady. Why? Men are masculine. Even the energy that they produce is masculine. So they wouldn't want to marry another being or another person who's also masculine. So you find that if the sister is masculine, she will not be attractive to a man who's also masculine. If a lady is feminine, she would not be attracted or attractive to somebody else who is of the similar energy. So there must be a variance in terms of energy. The lady should be attracted to the opposite. So a lady will be attracted to masculine energy. A man will be attracted to something that is soft, that is feminine, that is cool, that is comforting. That's how we remain attractive. So mainly you will find that if we don't understand these basic principles of attraction, you might start having challenges. If you're in a relationship, then you're having challenges. more especially in regard to attraction, is because we have swapped roles. Once you swap roles, you will find that you are going to have serious challenges, as we will be looking at the causes of female and male attraction. Before I talk about this, let me just finish one thought. Mainly, what causes people to lose attraction in you, in case someone was very attracted to you, or they used to see you to be an attractive person before, but all of a sudden they start changing, their goalpost or their energy towards you starts changing. It could be maybe you have misaligned yourself. Maybe you have started producing a negative energy. For example, a lady who is in a relationship with this man, a man who is unable to provide anything, either financially is unable to protect her, is unable to provide comfort, might end up not being attractive to her. Why? Because he is perceived like a female, because female, they have feminine energy which does not protect, which does not provide. They are on the receiving end, and they need they're the ones who are looking for energy that can protect them. That's why you find that even in homes, when a lady starts making money, or a lady has a upper hand, you will find that she starts emitting a masculine energy that creates problems in the home. Have you also noticed that ladies who have got high positions at workplace, or either they have too much money, or they have got higher position, or they are of a higher status in society, usually they find it difficult to get married? That is, if they have attained that status before marriage, they usually have it not easy. Have you ever wondered why? I attended some discussion where people were saying, no, men are just scared of approaching such ladies of higher class, or ladies of higher standards, or ladies that are of higher status. Men are scared. It's not that men are scared. When a lady climbs the ladder high, the energy shifts from feminine to masculine. So when the energy has moved from feminine to masculine, she becomes unattractive to men. Because men want to provide, men want to instruct, men want to protect. Now, if she's able to protect herself, since she has money, she can go wherever she wants, she can do whatever she wants. She's more like a man. So you find that she becomes unattractive. So I'm not saying don't elevate yourself in social status. Please make useful of whatever means available to see yourself on top, but be mindful on how you are going to maintain the feminine energy. Even if you are on the higher platform, be mindful on the energy that you'll be producing. So make sure that you even if you are of a higher status, even if you have attained so much, make sure you emit feminine energy. Otherwise, the moment you start producing masculine energy, you will start having challenges in a relationship or in your marriage. Eventually, you find that the marriage will collapse. So now let's look at what causes attraction in male towards female. While individuals' preference vary, evolutionary psychology highlights distinct baseline triggers for each gender when seeking the opposite. sex. So when you are looking for someone, we have different triggers. There's a lot of different things that would trigger the attraction. Let's go to the next one so that we see exactly which one would work for you and which one would not work for others. But these are the common ones. So you will find that these are the triggers that male use, or these are the things that triggers male to be attracted to a female. Number one, we'll look at physical symmetry. This indicates strong genetic and good health. What does it mean? Usually, the symmetry, the way your body is composed, you find that you become too attractive. Like the symmetry of your body, how it is shaped, it will cause men to be attractive or to be attracted to you. Also, the youthful features like smooth skin, bright eyes, which is in most cases interpreted as productive or protective vitality. When they look into your eyes, when your eyes look youthful, when your skin looks smooth, when your skin looks glowing, it causes people to attract it causes people to be attracted to you. Then also the feminine tone. The feminine tone, a feminine, like I said at the preamble, feminine is female. It comes from the term female. When your tone is soft as a female, the way you speak, the way you are calm, it will make you be attractive to men. Now look at now imagine a situation where a lady is speaking bass. Say, no, John. When they're using that deep bass, they are not going to be attractive to men. So male are attracted to a very feminine tone. The pitch, be mindful of your pitch. That's why those who have got high pitches, they are usually repulsive. Now let's look at what triggers female to be attracted by or to be attracted to males. Number one is resource security. If a man has got a lot of money, he is going to be attractive to women. Why? Because just by simply you having money, it is displayed through ambition, financial stability, or social status. You will find that women, when you are a chairperson of an organization, either you are an MP, or maybe you are a councillor, or maybe if it's at church, you are a church leader, you are a pastor, you are a bishop, you are whatsoever, you will find that women will start getting attracted to you. Just simply by you having that position. Why? Because it provides security to them. They feel if this one is a chairman, he is able to protect, is able to secure me. So you find that they will get attracted to you. Then physical protection. This is usually seen in the way a man looks like. That's why men who seem to have masculine, who seem to have muscles, those who go to the gym, they tend to be more attractive to women as composed to men who are slim. Why? Because that one gives women comfort. They feel they have a sense of security. When they are with such a man, they know that this kind of a man, he can protect me from danger. When people were to attack me or anything was to attack me, this guy is going to protect me. So that is what would cause women get attracted to men. The other thing is confidence. When a man has confidence, he is going to be attractive to women. So let's ensure that men, let's be confident in society. In whatever we do, let's be confident. The way, if you stand out to be confident, then you know that this guy, he can what? He can provide leadership. He knows what he's doing. He can take me to places. He can help me survive because of your confidence. Then emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence demonstrates the capacity of long-term parental investment. When you are emotionally mature, they will know that this one can make a good parent. How you conduct yourself, they will get to see that you are emotionally intelligent or not. So these are the things that would make women be attracted to men. Yes, so in case you have a question, you can get through to us on 077-3738-114. In case you have any question, we will be able to share from this garden. So accelerators that intensify attraction. There are few things that would make people get attracted to you. Number one, scarcity principle. This scarcity principle tells that you don't need to be available all the time. Today you are there. Tomorrow you are with James. Tomorrow, the other day, Monday you are with James. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The more available you are, the more people stop valuing you. So you give your partner space so that they can miss you at times. That way you will become more attractive to them. Then high contact. When you are talking to your person, when you are talking to someone whom you are in a relationship with, make sure maintain eye contact. Look into their eyes. The more you look into the contact, the eyes lock. That creates some bonding. So you find that you start getting attractive to people. Yes, sir. Physical optimization. Let's look at physical optimization. These are physical things that would make you look or make you be attractive or look attractive to people around you. Number one, prioritize grooming. What does it mean? You need to maintain clean hair. You need to maintain your skin. You need to make sure that you have nice clothes. You need just the way your outlook, the way you look, it will make people get attracted to you and you will be attractive to them. Then the posture, the way you compose yourself, whether you're in a meeting, whether you are walking, when you meet people, be composed, stand elegantly. That way you are going to attract people and they will treat you with respect. And eventually those who would want to invite you for dinner or invite you to some relationship, they'll invite you. But if every time you look apologetic, you find that people will not be approaching you. Then signature scent. You should have a signature scent. What I mean by signature scent is smell nice. Just find some. If you can't afford expensive perfume, even cheap perfumes or roll-on or whatever you can find available, but make sure smell nice. So the more you smell nice, the more people will be attractive. The more people will be attracted to you. Make sure that you smell nice, not whereby you are in an environment where you are smelling sweat, you are smelling clothes that they have never been washed for some time, they have never seen laundry. You will find that people will not be attracted to you and you will not be attractive to them. They will be distancing themselves from you. So let's make sure that we keep ourselves smelling nice. That way, people want to be associated to nice smells, so that when you are associated to nice smells, people feel good. People enjoy being with someone who's smelling nice. Maybe we can use the other slide, sir. This is Lilato Garden. Let's look at psychological and social habits. Active listening. Active listening. So when you're in a relationship, when your partner is talking, please pay attention, be attentive. That way it makes you be attractive. You should also cultivate an ambition. To be in a relationship or to be in marriage, you don't need to be someone who has no hobbies, someone who has no ambition, no goals whatsoever. You are just there because you are in a relationship or because you are married. Pursue your goal, pursue your career. That way you will become attractive. Or even if you are not married, please pursue your career or pursue your goals. It's through your goals that you become attractive to other gender. They will be looking at you. The way you are overcoming challenges through your career, they will know that if it's a man who's overcoming those challenges, is flowing through seamlessly, the ladies will be attracted to him, knowing that if he can navigate through life like that, if he was my husband, he's going to help me overcome the challenges of life. Since he has achieved in this area, he's also going to achieve in the area of marriage. As we are winding up, let me talk about the sense of humor. Have a sense of humor when you're in a relationship. Make sure, create an environment where you can play around, you can joke around, you can easily tense. Your partner should feel good. The partner should feel safe to be with you. Even if you're not in a relationship, but wherever you gather with colleagues or either workmates or churchmates or wherever you meet, be able to have a sense of humor, crack a joke here and there, make people laugh. You know, the more you make people laugh, the more they smile, the more they feel good, you'll find that you'll be attractive to them. That way, you easily find relationship. In case you're not in a relationship, you will find that once you are attractive, people will approach you for a relationship. If you are in a relationship and you make sure maintain your attractiveness. That way, it will prevent your relationship to have a premature breakdown. If you are in marriage, make sure, maintain, be attractive. This is where a lot of people make mistakes. Mostly those who are married, before they got married, they were attractive. Once they get into marriage, they put the guards down, then they neglect themselves, they stop looking nice, they stop smelling nice, then that affects marriage. As well as you who are married, please avoid going to bed in the late hours with